folds as well. Abe Masseri's out. Pocket sevens for Jason Calacanis. Raised to 1,200. Daniel, 8-6 suited. Calls. And Doyle's going to get a look at the flop as well. 4-5 tray, 2 diamonds.
Daniel's got 2 overcards, a gut shot, and flush draws. I'd expect a semi-bluff here, try to build a pot.
And there it is, leads out 2,500. Doyle folds, Calacanis calls.
Got a little some of that.
Jason's got an overpair, but a set would be very bad for him.
Well, there it is. A 7 on the turn, giving Negreanu a straight and Calacanis a set.
Calacanis is in a very bad spot. Daniel has the nuts. And a redraw for diamonds.
Daniel bets 7,000. Calacanis quickly calls.
Daniel's really hoping Calacanis has just a 6. That would give Calacanis a 7 high straight. Daniel has an 8 high straight. They can get all the money in, and Daniel can stack him off.
The river card is the 4 of hearts, giving Calacanis a full house.
A disaster for Daniel.
Daniel bets 20 grand.
Raise.
Daniel's thrown out a value bet. He doesn't know that he's been outdrawn. Although this raise may be an indication.
To 55,000.
This is reminiscent of a typical hand for Daniel Negreanu. Let's have the nuts with a redraw and see what happens. Let's pair the board, yeah. God, really? No, gotta be kidding.
Guess that means you don't have the Jack-9 this time.
No, I had the nuts with a redraw. What'd you make it? How much?
35 more. Only 35 more.
Only 35 more. Why?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
What did you have like, you don't have a set, right? Because you would have raised me?
Yeah, I would have raised it a set. I could have flopped a straight.
Could have flopped straight. Okay, I can beat that. Whew.
I could be on a flush draw. Could be busted.
Yeah, that's true too. 4s and 5s. And I think you raised me.
I could have quads.
Yeah, you could have that too.
I could have aces and just be overplaying them.
I was going to fold for sure, and now I'm thinking about calling you. So you're doing a good job if that's what you want.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to be quiet and pretend that's not what I want.
Did you raise me with a 6? No. It's just so sick how these hands always come out like this. Okay,
A 6-8 of clubs.
Diamonds.
6-8.
35 more. You insta-raised me.
Daniel's trying to recreate the hand in his head. A lot of inexperienced players don't have it in them to make this raise with just a 6, let alone something worse, which is all Daniel can beat at this point.
Huh. Let me see, what do you got left? You really did talk me into calling you, I think.
Now I say nothing.
What?
Now I say nothing.
Now you say nothing? God, I was going to just throw it away.
It's only 3 chips.
Yeah, that's true. Why did you not raise me on the flop?
You can afford it.
Why didn't you raise me on the flop?
I'm a donkey. I don't know how to play this game. I'm only up to chapter 8. You see me shove my whole stack over to him with just kings?
Just kings, I did see you do that.
Pretty obvious he had me beat. Could have been 2 pair or anything.
Huh?
You said he had me beat. It was obvious.
I'm confusing myself. I should shut up.
Are you saying you got out-talked? I can't believe it.
Big time. Yeah, I'm confused.
Daniel Negreanu got out-talked.
Yeah. Well, we don't know yet.
That's unbelievable.
I still might make the right decision. It's 50-50.
Still, man, just said you should shut up.
Doyle's about to call the fire.
Yeah, TV time. Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's costing about $15,000 an hour. Actually, I think that my raise costs less than the amount of time it takes.
I'm having a hard time putting you on a hand.
Yeah, that's the problem with new players, especially bad ones.
You talked me out of 35 dimes. This is so sick. Oh, no. Insta-raise me on the river. I need another minute, and I promise I'll act.
Nobody's calling the clock. I don't think anybody will.
Maybe you do just have a 6. You can have a straight and just do that, right?
You know I don't care about the money, so
Yeah,
I'm capable of anything that way. And I'm a bad player. I've proven that already. And I'm talking a lot, which is ridiculous. That's a total tell.
You're just talking me right out of my money.
If you fold and give the dealer $1,000, I'll still show it to you. How about that?
I love that.
Hang on. If I fold,
If you fold and you tip the dealer $1,000, I will show it to you. You have to split it with the other dealer.
that's a good deal.
So $1,000, you know what I have. You don't have to live and wait till the end of
You don't
the
think, you don't
season.
think Millie has?
There's the call.
Sorry, not in the hand.
He called it. Sevens.
Yeah, that's
I know exactly what it was.
Oh, you got me.
Did you
I
hear?
didn't want to pay the 1,000. Jason, 7's full.
It made sense why he didn't raise you on the flop, and in the turn he can't raise you because you could have a 6, and then boom, he snapped.
Yeah, I
it.
guess it does.
7's full.
That read doesn't do Daniel any good now.
Jason picks up over 130K.
Perfect analogy there, David.
Hey, I fall in love one song at a time. I'm not ashamed.
You hear that?
Viffer straddled. Tony folded. Houston's out. And now aces for Daniel.
Set. We have a straddle.
Okay.
What's this?
This is $28.
$28?
$28.
Actually, $2,800. Joe folds. William folds.
Just for the commentary during the hand, I'll call.
Viffer's in.
If you check, I'm going to bet this one. I'm going to Barry G it.
All right. I don't want to check them.
Oh, I'm going to probably raise you.
Viffer bets 400 in the dark and hits bottom pair.
That's not even a check. It's like just a waste of space.
Viffer's basically done this to prevent Daniel from continuation betting.
How about raising?
How much is that?
54.
Viffer calls.
Daniel's raising an amount that makes it look like he's trying to get rid of the Viffer.
Viffer bets in the dark again. 9 of spades on the turn, giving Viffer a flush draw.
Viffer's basically checking by betting, so his call on the flop isn't so bad up against any random continuation bet.
Daniel raises to 12-4.
Now that he's got a pair and a flush draw, he may not be going anywhere.
Why do you always raise me?
You're not really betting. That's not really a bet. 400.
Whoa, repop to 41-4.
This is a pretty scary board for two aces. 7, 8, and King, Queen both just got there. Spades picked up more outs. Now, it is way more likely that Viffer would be semi-bluffing here than he is to actually have something. So while technically this is a 3-bet, it really is just a raise.
Daniel calls.
Interesting card coming.
Another 400 from Viffer in the dark, and a set of aces for Daniel.
Oh, my God. What are you doing, Viffer? He's mashing my brain into bits.
It is very peculiar the way he's played this hand.
Oh, boy. I really wish you would have bet like 50 or 60,000. Oh, this is going to be so pansy-like. I'm the biggest pansy of all time. I'm such a chicken, only because you're so creative and tricky and all this funky stuff. You could actually bet 400, hope I make a legit raise, and then just, boom, blow me off the hand. And I'm too scared of that. Just flat out, fear. This is just a fear call.
He calls.
That means this will make the highlight reels.
What do you got?
Nothing, of course.
Oh, good. It's good for me. I almost folded, I swear. I really did.
Have a 3.
I almost folded, I absolutely swear. No, I mean, not on the river, but... Wow.
Daniel picks up the first six-figure pot of the week.
400.
Quite a difference from his last big game appearance, in which he was stuck over 333 grand.
All right, I need a new game plan. 1, 2, 3 doesn't work.
I wish I had Vif's money.
Please note, Joe Hatcham is the 6th winningest tournament player of all time and has won nearly $11 million.
And Hashem should be patient. He might be getting Viffer's money by the end of the night. The cannon gets rid of 5 high. Daniel still amazed by that last hand. Ace Queen raises to 1,200. Joe Hashem calls. Jack 8 for Reynolds.
Raising a call and I have to fold my buttons down. Brewed a couple first orbits.
Reynolds folds. Viffer is called. So's Tony.
Raising a call don't mean much to Mr. G, even out of position.
The flop. Jack 5-10, 2 clubs. Viffer top 2. That's 400. Tony raises to 3,000 with bottom pair.
Viffer bet some weird amount again, so Daniel might like his overcard gut shot combo.
Likes it enough to call. Hashem folds.
Viffer's basically given himself a very unconventional check raising opportunity if he wants it.
There it is to 6,000.
That's a min raise.
Tony calls. So does Daniel.
Viffer hasn't made it very expensive for Tony and Daniel to draw.
King of Hearts on the turn as Daniel hits his gut shot. Action on Viffer.
This is a terrible card for Viffer. Looks like he still likes his hand.
Fires 6,400.
Tony's picked up an open ender to go with bottom pair. Why would he leave now?
Yeah, he's sticking around. He calls.
Daniel's got the nuts, and this is a very coordinated board, so it's a good spot for a value raise. Viffer let out and Tony called, so there's a pretty good chance at least one of these guys will call you.
Daniel raises to 34-4.
We already mentioned it's a draw-heavy board, so Daniel's charging.
Having 28,000? Oh, yeah, the last few
Daniel's
years
given
we've
Viffer
done.
terrible odds to draw to his full house, though Viffer might not be sure he's drawing.
If I lose all my money the same, will you still go have dinner with me later?
Sure.
Then I guess Daniel can pay for it.
Viffer pays for it. Here. Wow. Tony folds.
There was incentive with that.
I got added equity.
Yeah, added equity.
I get the dinner.
Dinner equity.
From what I understand, 28 dimes wouldn't be the most Viffer's ever spent on a night out.
Hey, a pot.
There's a bet again. Pre-river. 4 clubs.
That does complete a flush draw, so it might be a bit of an action killer. Looks like Daniel wants to bet it anyway. Could be because with the ace of clubs in his hand, he knows Viffer wouldn't have been drawing to the nuts and probably would have played a flush draw a little harder on the turn.
Daniel raises to 32-4.
Viffer can't really like this at all.
Hard to tell by the twists and turns on his face.
Daniel let Viffer off the hook on the river earlier when Daniel had aces. He's not making that mistake again.
Will you buy dinner? Because I might not be able to afford it.
This guy's got game.
I'm probably going to fold. But if I call, I don't want you to be upset.
Viffer folds.
You want me to be upset?
You didn't have it, did you?
No, I didn't have
I knew
it.
you didn't have it.
Live reads, they're working now.
I didn't have it. Oh. I had a good hand, though. I mean, I didn't have nothing.
Better cancel those Nobu reservations, Viff. After that last hand, you might be taking the loose cannon to the buffet. We'll see if Viffer continues his crazy play on Elizabeth and the rest.
Has 2 overcards, ace, king, ace, queen. He's also calling because we only have 45 minutes left. And he's stuck.
Yeah.
He knows if he catches a 10 or a 9, he'll have the best hand.
3 of clubs.
Well, that's a good card for David Benjamin because if for some reason Daniel had 10-8.
Uh-huh.
Now David's got the best hand with aces and 3s.
If you bet, I don't think it'll probably go to, but that's all.
80.
$80,000 from Benjamin.
You had a reason to call. You had other outs.
And at this point, you would suspect that Daniel would lay his hand down.
Well, you were representing Ace King, and, I don't know how much.
And figure if David's good enough to bet Ace King in this spot, even if it's Ace King of diamonds, that you got to give it to him.
I'm not going to fold it.
Doesn't look like Daniel's in any mood to do that, though.
100 more.
Oh, I don't really know what Daniel's thinking. I don't know if he thinks that he has the best hand or he's actually trying to make David Benjamin throw away an overpair.
Two kings over there.
If I were David, I'd be very worried about Daniel flopping 3/8 and now having eights full,
How much more you have? 220?
I got
possibly 3/10s, having tens full, possibly having a hand like ace 3 of spades,
two. No, not that
making
much.
3 threes.
There's 100.
Ugly scenarios.
180. That's
What's ugly
200.
scenarios if you have aces?
Yeah.
And that's what you're thinking. You're thinking about what's he raising me?
Paranoia.
100,000 with.
God, I love high stakes poker. Why can't we have this every single day?
All right.
It's a very tough call for David.
Boys.
Because you dread losing with aces.
Yes, I'll be broke.
And this is a scenario you just don't want to see happening.
How much you said? 210 more?
Mm-hmm.
You make a big bet on the turn and someone puts in a raise.
Still mad at that.
Yes. You have a 10?
Do I have a 10? Possibly.
A 10 trying to find out if I have you beat.
For 180,000, it's possible.
Well, I mean, I bet 80, so you have to raise
I
me.
put you on kings at every point. Before the flop, on the flop, on the turn. I put you on two kings.
And you have two kings beat.
I didn't say I have two kings beat. I said I put you on two kings.
Wow. Put me on kings. That means you have two jacks beat.
I didn't say that.
Oh boy, I just didn't want that part to happen now. 35 minutes to go. But you know, my friend here says you have to live like a man and you have to die like a man. Right?
Up to the individual, I guess.
I'm all in.
Boy.
Oh, brother.
I love that! I love that! That's just what I wanted to
I
hear.
didn't think he would call.
I just wanted to hear. Oh boy, I swear on all I have. This is all I needed.
never make this
I
play
was
either.
rooting for the oh boy.
All right, you can show me one card, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Show me the jack of diamonds, and I might call you.
Well, if I were
Jack
David right here, I'd show him the ace of diamonds.
Yeah.
Make him think I might have the ace king of diamonds.
I could have it.
Well, show me the jack of diamonds if you have it.
It's possible. I don't want to lie on camera.
I really did put you on kings the whole way. I didn't think you'd call.
There's no chance of Daniel
I
calling
guess he has aces.
if he doesn't show him just the ace of diamonds.
If you put me on kings, you have aces.
No. I just didn't think you'd call.
Let's see.
DVD store. But he likes Shogun.
What are you going to do?
Big Papa's got a mind of his own.
The minimum there? Oh, good. I have a really bad hand.
It's almost the minimum.
I would have had to call the minimum.
Rich Van Portman was the first, right?
Sure, Nick Nolte. Yeah.
Peter Strauss.
And that girl Kay Lenz. I was a big Kay Lenz fan. Flop comes king 3-5. Couple of clubs.
Interesting flop. David Benjamin's got the nut flush draw, and Guy has got top 2 pair. And Sammy's going to bet. He's got a bicycle at a NASCAR race here, and
He bets 13,000.
well, there are times that a pair of threes might be the best hand here, but this is not one of them. And what is David Benjamin going to do with the nut flush draw? Looks like he's going to raise.
All right.
He's going to raise it up to 43,000.
And now comes the Mr. Guy with the top 2 pair.
43. I raise.
There's another raise.
We got a game.
This game is so much better with straddle.
125. I mean, I don't get only one raiser, 2 raisers every time I bet.
He raised it to $168,000.
He's put in a $125,000 raise here, and I have no idea what David is going to do. David has about $600,000, and that was the right size raise. $100,000, I'd be sure he would call. $125,000, it's hard to just call. He's got to be aware that Guy has to have a big hand here. Guy is not making this move with king, queen, or even ace, king.
Oh, I'm all in.
And he's going all in $600,000.
Wow.
Much? Call it 600.
That's a $432,000 raise.
Have to think about it, eh?
You have your ace king.
Benjamin looks sick to his stomach here.
That's what I think you have.
Yeah, I think that's an honest reaction. He knows that Guy has got a call here.
This is what I love about poker.
And he was kind of hoping that maybe Guy had a smaller flush draw, possibly with a straight draw.
No, it's good. I'm glad. No, no. This is good poker.
He's just saying in the tournament you can't.
Listen, I have to go. I call.
And Guy calls.
Oh,
How many
boy.
times you want to draw?
David is not happy.
One time? Okay.
Well, we now have the biggest pot in the history of high-stakes poker, $1.2 million in change.
And Guy said, I want to run it once.
Well, this is now the new biggest, isn't it? No, it's about the same.
We just said that,
Come on, Barry.
Take
Listen
either
in.
one of hand. You know, I can bet either hand.
You just want to gamble,
100,000.
right?
Just want to gamble.
How about on the?
I'll bet kings and fives. I'm paying you money for that.
But then I'll put 100,000 on Sunday. Don, which hand do you want? I'll take a
I
hand.
take your hand any day.
Huh?
I take your hand.
100,000?
Deuce 4.
What do you want to do? It's for you. I don't care. It's you know, I know it's a lot of money
it's
for
fine.
you.
It's fine. You said one time.
No, listen,
David. I don't object.
I just want to say one thing. Yeah. It's probably more important that putt than it is for me. So I just want to let you make a decision.
You know what?
You choose.
I don't know.
You said once one?
You choose 1 and 2. That's it. He's telling you.
You know, huh?
That's nice.
This represents one day in his life and represents your life.
It's a lot of money.
No, it can be pretty funny.
I hope it doesn't represent my life, this fight. I hope I wouldn't be here today.
Or there's another proposition. We'll just play for the putt which is there.
Wow.
Wow.
That I can't say no.
He's just saying, let's play for the 168,000 each. That's a huge break for David Benjamin.
I have to agree with that.
125?
Or I'll just take that. I don't know. What do you want to do? I know I'm favorite.
Yeah.
I know I'm very favorite. So I'll make you a deal. I'll take the putt and forget it.
The middle putt here?
Yeah, this I take and you forget.
Can I get my money back at least?
Now Guy's saying he'll take the
So he takes the middle and that's it.
Huh? Good.
70,000 or so that's in the pot. 43 of that.
Me neither.
I
I agree. We don't want to see cards.
Can I see? I'll never tell a soul. I'll never tell a soul. Please, please, I want to see.
I haven't won one of the spots, so I'm not seeing any card. No card. No card.
I won't tell anyone.
No, we both don't want to see it.
We can look at it.
This is.
Give me the cards. Give me the cards.
Fair enough?
You got some equity. You got some equity there.
This is a huge break for David Benjamin. He just lost 47,000 in the pot. He could have lost 600,000.
You know, I'd play, but if it has that.
Yeah, I had the bet. I was putting either in flush draw or an ace king.
Tough to make that call though and then give him the money.
Give breaks like that.
No, let's take it.
Yeah, you give him like that. He said he doesn't get breaks. I said he gave Jamie a $180,000 break earlier.
This is why it doesn't even bother me to do it once, because I'm sorry. I'm so much behind.
That was very nice of you, Guy.
That would bother you?
Sammy's going to raise, obviously, with his king, queen, and diamonds.
You don't think I knew I had the best hand, Doyle?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I was
You
scared.
sleeping with the guy or what?
Antonius
I was worried
makes a
about
play, raises the 16,000 with the jack 9 of hearts.
Maybe you could have had a 10.
And Sammy and Doyle are talking about the aces and kings hand with Jamie Gold.
I said a 10. He had a 10 on the board.
Surely if he'd had a 10, he'd have bet it all.
Yeah. What?
He would have bet himself if he'd had a 10.
And Patrick, who's been kind of quiet, has decided to make it 16,000 with a jack 9 of hearts. Very interesting. He's got position on
Check
Sammy.
dog, Patrick. I know you're going to bet. I'll move in if I hit a pair or something.
6-3-9, 2 diamonds.
Patrick flops top pair, and Sammy's got the king high flush draw. Sammy's check.
Patrick bets 20,000.
And we have a raise coming here.
Sammy's going to raise to 100,000.
Big raise. It was a very large raise, and it was very fast.
I'm all in.
Raise all in.
I call.
Patrick has gone all in with a pair of nines. Sammy called. Patrick went all in, $482,000, and Sammy called immediately.
You have a big hand? You have a set?
I don't have. You have a set?
No.
You don't have a set? You're flushing?
Very often they
No,
go,
you
have
flush
a
it?
set, and they end up asking if they have a pair.
This is the
You got a pair?
this is the biggest pot in the history of high stakes poker.
That's
right.
Yeah, bigger than the one you guys just had.
This is incredible.
He has a 3 and a flush draw. Ace 3 a diamond. Come on. Let's see
No, he doesn't have flush. What do you have?
What do you have?
2 over.
Actually, as we see, Sammy's a little bit of a favorite here.
Is king flush?
You tell me first. I'll tell you second.
be diamonds if there's 2 overcards. Okay, we're gonna do a business. We're gonna run it
Oh, we
twice.
always do business, me and you. I mean, we might chop it if we look. We don't have to look. Just tell me what you have. I'll tell you what I have.
I suggest you guys open the cards.
Huh?
2 times?
Both players are a
do
little
anything you want.
superstitious, and they don't want to turn over their hand first.
We probably can do that. But what do we have?
He has ace 3
I have a weak hand.
You went all in. I have a weaker hand than you.
No.
But you're my customer. I gotta play with you.
You don't call me with 1 second.
You got an ace high, Patrick. That's good.
How do you
He
know?
doesn't have ace high. He's got a pair of 3s and a flush draw, and he's got
He
2
said no
over and a
flush.
draw.
He didn't have a flush.
Yes, he has a flush. For sure.
No.
Me?
You didn't have flush.
No.
Oh my God.
What do you have? You crazy all in? What do you think? We're kids here?
You're not playing solitaire, fellas.
Buddy, me and Patrick will play every day like this.
4 times.
Fine. What do you have, though?
It's your showdown. Who's
You
showing
have a
first?
pair at least?
I have a pair. I have a top pair.
You show first.
Top pair. Bring us one more Patrick here. $500,000 on top pair.
Come
What
on,
do
turn
you
your
have?
hand over.
I got aces, Doyle. What do you know? I ain't gonna tell you what I have.
Oh, he has
Okay.
Jack 10 a diamond.
Okay.
No, Jack Queen a diamond.
I got 2 over and a flush.
Okay, so it's a flip.
4 times?
What's your over?
Can't tell they surprised you, though.
No.
Two-faced cards.
No.
Two-faced
God,
cards.
I love you guys.
It's at 10 seconds.
Who cares? This is our money. Not. I mean, we're running a show. We're paying for it.
Let's run it 4 times.
Am I
They're going
right?
to
I
run
mean,
it
it's
4
ridiculous.
times.
We've
4
never seen that before either.
Yeah.
Why don't they just run the rest of the deck? Run it 15 times. Wow.
Oh, man.
Sammy catches a
Don't give me
diamond.
no more diamond.
And Patrick catches a 9. He was dead to a 9.
$250,000 9.
Patrick wins the first $250,000.
It's really fair enough, buddy.
And Sammy catches another diamond.
And Patrick can't draw out on that time. Second round to Sammy. It's like a 4-round fight. I get the feeling it's going to be split at the end. Don't you get that feeling?
Yeah. After all this,
Sammy still hasn't got a queen or a king yet. No diamond, no queen or king there.
That's you, of course.
2 for Patrick.
I like Patrick's
1 more to
chances
go.
here.
Of course, I always like Patrick.
1 more to go, right?
That's amazing. I'm telling you, just. I mean,
Sammy needs the king, the queen, or the diamond here.
4.
do you agree?
One more card for a split.
Oh, man.
No.
Goes to Patrick.
Patrick winds up winning 3/4 of everything.
Big win.
Okay. How much I owe?
That was almost a dead even heat, boys, if y'all didn't know it.
Half of whatever he has. Can you make 4 stacks with that?
That's very close. That
4
hand.
stacks with that.
As they say in the hood, Daniel Negreanu is into his house.
How you doing? Did I miss anything? No. Nothing at all? Huh?
We're back to a $5 million war.
I love Sammy. I know him pretty well nowadays because I played a lot with him, partly in Omaha, and he loves to talk and he loves to do business, and we'll see. He's good for the game, good for the TV.
Johnny Chan, a big winner last time, starts tonight with $325,000. He raises to $3,500. Daniel Negreanu started this cash game with $1 million, but is now down to about $600,000. And there's Todd Brunson, rejoins the table, and he's also bought in for $100 grand.
And that's that periscope shot of Sammy that everybody was asking for.
$900 behind. That's just between me and you.
Oh, and Sammy with an ace-jack of diamonds is going to raise, let's see how much, $15,000. Make it $18,500 to go. And Mr. Johnny
How much more you
Chan.
got, about 100? A little bit less. You're talking to me? About 90.
Bob Stupek, who's not even in the hand, wanted to know if Johnny Chan was asking him how much money he has. No, Bob. Johnny doesn't care about you.
Terrible Bob in your own person as well.
You talk to me. And Daniel Negreanu calls with a 9-10 of clubs gambling
You
here.
never know.
So the flop, Jack 10 ace with 2 hearts. Sammy's flop top 2 pair. And he bets 20,000.
Now, Daniel, who made an ambitious call before the flop, looks like he's going to call here. All he's got is a pair of 10s and a backdoor flush draw. Daniel has loosened up.
Turn card to 6 of clubs.
All in?
All in. Looks like Sammy's going all in here, Gabe.
Sammy's going all in. He's got top 2 pair, and that 6 of clubs is going to complicate things for Daniel because he picked up his flush draw.
20, 30. Yeah, he believes you. 40.
And it seems like Daniel wants to gamble this hand.
50.
But every time these two guys clutch, it looks like Sammy's walked away with his money each time.
But this time, Sammy has the best hand.
55-1.
55-1?
Daniel is on a draw.
50.
He's going to need a 10 or a club to win.
53, 54,
as long as it's not the jack of clubs.
55-1 to bust Sammy, get him stuck. And then have
And
a
if
game.
I win, I'll leave.
Doyle said he would take 2-1. Doyle said he would take like the worst of it, 2-1, just to get you stuck and steaming. So I should probably do the same thing. How much? 51?
I'll be out of here if I win.
Please don't make him leave. Whatever you do.
You know they're all sweating against you. Daniel.
I'm just trying to bust you back because you beat me so many times.
That's a bad move. You're running so bad against me. You shouldn't
I know.
do it.
Do the change, right?
I'm telling you, you shouldn't do it.
55-1.
I know I got the best hand. I don't
Well, yeah, I
want
know
you
that.
down,
That's not.
You must be flushing. You want to put a flush on me, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Straight in.
All right, I'll gamble with you.
All right.
Once or twice.
What do you want? I don't care.
It's up to you. You decide this time.
Okay, keep it like. Okay, you mix it. Okay. What are we going against? Twice is fine. But what am I sweating your hand for?
Well, they've agreed to run it twice, and if Daniel is really trying to bust Sammy,
Very big.
it's hard for him to get help twice.
What we're doing, okay?
Best he can hope for is to win one of these
On the club, there's a heart on the
and
club.
wind up splitting the pot.
Okay, that's him.
That's
First river card's native diamond, so Farhar takes the first round.
And Daniel's going to need a club or a 10 to split the pot. He doesn't get it.
7 of spades won't do it.
Blackjack.
Sammy points out that he has blackjack with the ace-jack. I wonder if he would have pointed that out if he lost the pot. I don't think so.
I think you're right. Once again, Farhar beats Negreanu for another monster pot. This one worth over $191,000 in cash. That's $250,000 that Farhar has taken from Negreanu alone. Action to Sean Shiki with a Jack-9 suited. He calls.
Wonder what kind of interest rates Daniel charges.
Plus folds. And Daniel Negreanu, who has $1 million in front of him, raises to $3,200 with a pair of jacks.
Todd Brunson is thinking about calling here. It looks like he is going to call with a queen 10 of clubs. I love the hand, but I don't really like it in this situation because two guys are in the pot already, and if a queen or a 10 comes, you really don't know what to do.
Jennifer Harmon folds, as does Alezra.
And of course, there's Sammy Farhar in there with his favorite hand, 6-9.
4 players.
So 4 players head to the flop. Flop comes 9, queen 6.
Everybody's got a pair now, except Sammy Farhar, who with the worst hand has flopped 2 pair.
Hang on, there's going to be a collision. We're at the Golden Nugget Resort in downtown Las Vegas playing high-stakes poker. 4 players saw the flop. Todd Brunson paired his queen, but Sammy Farhar leads with 2 pair. Daniel Negreanu was pocket jacks, and Sean Shiki flop middle pair. Players check to Negreanu. He bets $9,000.
Daniel wants to see if his jacks are any good. And Todd Brunson is just going to call. He's got queens, but he doesn't like his 10 kicker.
I'm going to raise it. Going all in. Oh, Sammy Farhar moves all in, raising it to $53,200. The pot is now over $85,000. Shiki and Negreanu quickly fold.
That was the right move. Sammy Farhar went all in. He's got bottom 2 pair.
Put the 9 in.
This is the time to get your chips in the pot.
How much is it? 30, 40, 1, 43, 44, 2.
Sammy Farhar has made it an extra $44,200 to call, and because it is Sammy Farhar, Todd's got a big decision. Sammy could have anything here. Could have 2 diamonds, could have a 7-8, could have a 10 jack. And the only thing worse than getting bluffed is getting bluffed on national television.
I'm happy with it. You're happy if I call, or you're happy if you win now?
I'm happy either one. I just hope I have the best hand either way. If you fold, I'm sure I have the best hand. If you call, I hope I have the best hand. No, I didn't say I'm going to do out. I hope I have the best hand either way.
I think Sammy realizes at this point that his 2 pair is the best hand. He wants Todd to call. If this were any other player but Sammy, it might be an easier decision for Todd. He would probably throw his hand away.
Leave it there. You sure? It's not there. It's not behind the line. You can take it back. That's all right. Take it back. Take it back. Think about it. Let me get you a drink. It's on there. Get him a drink, please.
He pulled his finger there, see?
I hope he didn't grab 5,000 from the pot.
Wait, it's not a call yet. Wait, hold it.
It is now.
Think about it.
You can take it back still.
Take
No,
60
it's a
seconds.
call. I want to see the table.
What is that? I ain't showing you my hand.
Okay, whatever. Let's see.
I'll show you my hand. Then hold it. Hold it. We can show it.
No, they said we don't have to show it.
You don't have to.
I don't care. I'll show it. What is it? 30, 40, 44, 2. Push it in, please. I get unlucky when you leave the money like this. You got a pair? I got 2 pair. You got a queen.
Your queen's up?
No, if I had queens up, I wouldn't ask you what you have. 9s and 6s.
King queen.
King queen?
Something like that. You want to do it twice?
Yeah, why not? You're my friend.
Yeah.
Hit it twice.
This is interesting, AJ. What they've agreed to do is deal the turn in the river twice, and they're going to act as 2 separate hands.
Don't put a dime in. That's you, huh? That's
Well, Todd has drawn out in the first hand.
Unless you have a diamond.
Now, if Todd wins the second hand, he'll take the whole pot. If Sammy wins the second hand, they'll split the pot. Here's the second hand. So far, Sammy's all right. And he wins. So they're going to split the pot. Todd won the first, Sammy won the second.
So each player receives over $64,000. So Brunson took the first hand by making 3 queens. Then they replayed the turn and river, and Farhar took the next hand with his 2 pair held up. This is another dimension of high-stakes poker you will not see in tournament games.
These players are very creative. They like to put in little twists and turns you won't see anywhere else. Now, Sammy Farhar, he's very happy here. You see that little satisfied grin, because if they played that pot straight and only dealt it once, he would have lost the whole thing.
That's why we're here, Todd. We're here for players that play 9-6 offsuit. Players that call with top pair.
Let's see your favorite hand now.
That was a straddle hand, too, right?
You got a call.
No, he raised.
I don't raise.
He straddled. I called.
I'm in a big blind.
About 150.
150,000 total.
Glad I won the second time. Glad we dealt it twice.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
Let's hear what Eli Lesra thinks about running it twice.
The reason we like to deal twice, or sometimes we even do it 3 times, because when you deal twice, you give yourself a chance to break even. But when you deal 3 times, there's always one person that will win either the all 3 times, and it'll be 2-1.
Their chips.
Oh, yeah. There'll be no cheap flips.
I don't blame you.
And Jennifer is going to start out raising here.
When's the last time she did that?
Only thing she's been raising lately is her twins.
Finally raised the first pot.
Looks like she's going to get called in a few spots here.
Yep.
It's the first
Dark.
I'm looking here.
What was that? Everybody gets priced in.
I'm going to raise it, actually. I mean, look at all this free juice out there.
That's exactly what he's doing. Phil doesn't think anybody's that strong
There's
here.
a 25 more.
I raise.
25,000, not 100.
Is that all? Just 25,000?
25, you make more money if you raise.
That's not enough. I raise 35,000. I don't want to mess around anymore.
You got to put it in.
Please put it in. Phil wants to take this pot right here. It's big enough.
You guys were right.
Okay, I cap 100.
Wow.
All right, Sammy.
Sammy said, you're going to raise 35 with your ace-queen? I'm raising 100 with my ace-queen.
Sammy, that was my move.
Really? Then I call.
No, I know. That was good. That was good. That was so good. That was so good.
Jamie Gold becomes Rosanna and says, never mind.
Yeah, I got to call you.
And Phil's going to call instantly.
I'm playing 80,000 behind, so whatever
They
it
are
is.
gambling.
Yeah, here we go.
It could be a little bit more than...
Are you doing 2 flops or 1 flop?
What do you got, Sammy? Let's take a look.
I'm favored. I got 2 flushes, buddy. You want to chop?
What do you got?
You want to chop?
Oh, you got ace-queen?
Yeah.
If you have ace-queen, I can't chop with you.
Well, I got 2 flushes. Yeah, 1 flush.
Oh, boy. Are we really going to take an hour for a split?
It's up to him. I'm ready. Just say
show
yes
me your
or no.
hand, first of all. I can't chop.
I don't want to show. I'll show it when you agree.
I don't think the 2 flushes fable. It's going to work on Phil Hellmuth.
You cannot?
If he has ace-jack, I want to take quick insurance from somebody.
I have ace-queen.
Okay, just deal then.
Deal the cards. Let's go.
I had an ace.
Phil's a 5% favorite, as you can see here.
And 2 hearts for Phil.
Wow, that's just what he needed. One more heart. Phil Hellmuth is going to take down this pot.
There it is.
Wow.
Not bad.
So what he was, 7% in the beginning, and he got there.
It's not a bad way to start. $213,000.
$250,000. He's up 46,000 and change. David Pete was stuck huge. He's the big stack at the table with 346,000, but he's in for 316. Hellmuth is up 26,000. He bought in for 100K twice.
5 dimes.
Mike Baxter is stuck 14K off his $150,000 buy-in. And of course, Alan Cunningham is stuck almost 100,000 after running kings into aces.
Round 5, Dur.
Picking up the action between Tom Dwan and Phil Hellmuth, a common theme this week. Hellmuth has flopped the nuts while Dwan has flopped bottom pair. Dwan checks it to Phil. No slow play from Hellmuth as he bets 5,400 and gets insta-called. Dwan makes 2 pair on the turn to avoid drawing dead. He checks. Hellmuth fires another barrel, this time 17-6. Dwan will make the call. He has 4 outs to make the best hand. And that's not one of them, though that card could save Dwan quite a bit of money. The river has paired the 7, counterfeiting Dwan's 2 pair. Dwan is checked to Phil, who's bet $45,000. Over 100 grand in the pot now. Dwan seems reluctant to fold his hand here, not sure Phil isn't bluffing. But in the end, he makes the right decision as Hellmuth takes the pot.
Too bad you didn't hit whatever the heck you were trying to hit, that's all I can tell you.